I have a fun little story I want to share with you guys, and this is a longer video than I would normally make, but I'm hoping that you'll listen till the end because it does have a point. My boyfriend and I went Jeep camping about 4 or 5 months ago, and while we were there, the sun had gone down, and we were getting out of the Jeep to build our fire for the night so we could sit around the campfire and make s'mores. Well, we got out of the Jeep, and I saw something move out of the corner of my eye. And so I got my phone and I was shining it on the ground, and sure enough, there on the ground was a snake. And when you're Jeep camping, of course, you don't have a bathroom in your Jeep. So you have to get out in the middle of the night sometimes to go to the bathrooms. And I thought to myself, okay, I don't want to be in the middle of the night, step out of the Jeep and step on this guy or anything else. And I'm thinking he's a garter snake and there's nothing fearful about him or scary, but I just didn't want to be scared in the middle of the night if I accidentally stepped on him or something. So I told my boyfriend we need to get him and we need to get him off of our campsite because I just didn't want to share the campsite with the snake. So we started to try to get him, and then my boyfriend got a little frustrated and was like, just forget it, just let him go, he's not going to bother anything. But he had curled into a hole on the campground site, and I was like, no, I still am not going to be able to get out in the middle of the night if I need to, so we're going to have to get rid of him. So I got a little stubborn, and I got a stick, and I went over to him, and I pinned his little head down, and I, put my hand at the back of his head, and picked him up, and I was so proud of myself. Like, I've got this snake. I look like a little dog with a stick, who is excited. And I walk over to the woods where it was away on the opposite side of our campground, and I tossed him into the woods and was like, okay, we're good now. So I was feeling really good and proud of myself and never thought another thing about it. Like, I was just proud of myself that I had done it, that he was gone, all was good, and I wasn't going to have to be freaked out in the middle of the night. Well, the next day when we got home, I sent my dad a video. I was always kind of my dad's boy, so I was feeling proud of myself. And I'm like, hey, Dad, check this out. I got this snake, and I picked him up and threw him off of our campground. He was just some garter snake or something. My dad got the video and immediately called me and was like, Lori, that snake was a copperhead. Oh, dear God. I just picked up a copperhead. Okay, now in that moment, I had a little bit of fear. Even though it was already done and it was already over, I realized that I had reached down and picked up a poisonous snake. A snake that, had he have bitten me, I would have definitely had to go to the hospital and could have had some pretty big issues from it. And yet, the night that I did it, I didn't think anything of it because in my mind, I had told myself he was a garter snake. He was not poisonous. He was not going to hurt me. I was just getting this snake off of the campground. And so in that moment, I did experience that fear and all the things that I should have experienced the night that I did it. We do these things, and here's the point to my story, in our own lives with the things that we want to go after in life. We have dreams. We have people we want to maybe go after. We have things we want to do. And we let fear stop us because we go through every scenario in our head about what could go wrong, what might happen, we could fail, we might not make money. And so we have all these dreams that we do not go after because we have fear. And that night, had I have known that that snake was poisonous, I wouldn't have went after and picked him up either. But because I didn't have that fear, I was able to do it. If I lived that same way in my life, there is so much more that I would accomplish. But instead, me and many of you let that fear stop us. We don't go after the things we want because we do know what's out there on the other side. And what we don't look at is what's on the other side if we succeed. So guys, I'm not telling you to go out and do stupid things and pick up poisonous snakes like I did that night. But what I am saying is, don't always allow fear to creep into your brain and stop you from going for things that you may just find you are capable of doing and you are able to succeed at. I hope that this story makes you think about that the next time you have a dream or something that you want to go after. Think about the fear, but be realistic and know that it's not always scary, and sometimes it does turn out okay. Guys, each day we get is a gift. Go out and make this a great one.